What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. Today's Monday, so we are closed tomorrow and the next day, and I'm planning on staying pretty late tonight. I was actually up really late last night working on the website. Some of you guys may have noticed, but if you go to the plush category now on our website, there are subcategories for various different properties, basically. So if you go to the plush category, if you had gone to the plush category yesterday, you would have just seen like 200 different plushies, and they're all alphabetized. But now, if you go to the plush category, you'll see another category for Animal Crossing, then you'll see one for anime, and then you'll see one for Sonic the Hedgehog, one for Super Mario, one for Pokemon, one for Legend of Zelda, and then one that's kind of like an other miscellaneous type category. So, it took a long time to do that because I had to move each individual product into the correct subcategory. Now that they are there forever. If we get any new plushies, I will have to do the same thing, but it's not a big deal to do it as we get them in versus doing, the 400 listings we already had, because I had to move all the out-of-stock ones as well. So that's all done, but I was up till like 5 something in the morning. The sun was coming up and I was like, I should probably go to bed. So I slept until 1 today, and I got in a little bit late. We do have some trade-ins to go through, and then I know that there's trade-ins here, but there's also some stuff that might have just been things that we already had, but were not in the system. So I'm just going to show you guys everything. And here it is, guys. We have 2 giant stacks of movies here, and there's really good stuff in there, so we're going to go through those. But first, we have a bunch of Game Boys. I know this one came in today because I do not recognize that, but these could have been from the stuff we got from Nathan. We had Naven test everything, and he had a stack of ones that were working perfectly fine. He also had some that had various issues, which we had accounted for and written down to be repaired or whatever. And then we had Kyle go back through and retest everything that Naven tested just to make sure that everything was accurate. Not because Naven was going to do a bad job and Kyle was going to do better, just because it's better to have 2 people look at something, especially when an issue on a Game Boy could be something as minor as, the speaker is not working properly, or maybe when you turn the volume up and down, it crackles, or the power switch is a little finicky, or the select or start button doesn't work properly. So having 2 employees go through and test them makes it so that we are really sure that we know that they're working. And we have a ton that need to be repaired, and we have ordered parts to repair those, and Kyle's going to be doing them. Some of them just need new speakers, some of them need new screens, some of them need different stuff, so hopefully he'll be able to fix those. And we have a ton of handhelds in stock right now, which is really cool because they sell so well. So we have all those Game Boys, and then for PS2 we have Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets and Metal Gear Solid 3. For the Wii, we have Hasbro Family Game Night 3, WarioWare Smooth Moves, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort. Not the easiest thing to grab with one hand. Then for Xbox 360, we have FIFA 14 and Darksiders 2. For Wii U, Madden 13 and Hyrule Warriors. And then for PS1, we have Driver, Crash Bandicoot 3, this is basically disc only, it's a custom case. Gran Turismo 2, Tiny Tank with no manual, Driver, Tony Hawk 3, Spyro Ripto's Rage with no manual, Metal Gear Solid. This is not... So there is a version that comes in a case like this, and it's part of the triple pack that was released during the PS2 era. This is not that one. This is just a custom case. So those are technically disc only as well. And then we have Chrono Cross, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy Chronicles, and Final Fantasy Chronicles. I know for a fact that some of these were disc-only games we had, and then we were able to complete them with cases that we had. Some of them might have been trade-ins, but I know some of them were that. Then we have a bunch of Amiibo here. We have Chibi Robo, which I think is one of the coolest Amiibo. We have Ryu. We have Famicom Rob. We have Majora's Mask Link. Okay, that says Link's Awakening, which means that they messed up the tags, so I just need to put this one into this bag. But Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask. We have Snake. We have Ivysaur, which is a really cool one. We have Squirtle. And we have Mega Man. So really awesome. I need to change those, so I don't want to forget. And then we have 1942... Naven said that this is 1943, and I wanted to be completely sure, so I had them retested here at the store, and it's actually 1942. So, and then we have NFL 97 with no manual for Saturn, Tomb Raider for Saturn, and Sonic CD for Sega CD. These two, the Tomb Raider and the Sonic CD, we had loose and we were able to complete. Those were not traded in today. We also have a green original Xbox controller and a green PS1 controller. And then we have the movies here. So they are in stacks based on price. So we're going from the cheapest to the most expensive. We have Mallrats DVD, Dane Cook DVD, Hyena, Fearless Hyena, The Outsiders, Jackie Chan Double Pack, Dawn of the Dead, Jaws, Kingdom of Heaven Director's Cut, Prometheus, Megamind 3D, Deadpool, and some of these are like the 4K Ultra ones. Some of them are Blu-ray plus DVD, whatever. I'm not going to list off that. You can just see what they are. We have like this Rocky pack here that's got all the movies. Spider-Man 2.1, King Kong Deluxe Edition with a big box there. Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Star Trek Beyond, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Warcraft, Spider-Man Homecoming, Captain America, Deadpool 2, Rogue One, Ninja Turtles, X-Men Days of Future Past, Rambo Fight Continues, Dawn of the Dead, so we have the DVD and the Blu-ray, The Thing, and then we have Avengers Infinity War, It, Detective Pikachu, Split, Planet Earth 2, Black Panther, Ready Player One, the Dark Knight Trilogy, which is like a big box Blu-ray set here, the Bourne Trilogy, also a big box set, the Avengers, The Shape of Water, Star Wars Force Awakens with a steelbook case, Star Wars Last Jedi with a steelbook case, Avengers with a steelbook case. What is that? That is Avengers Endgame. And then Avengers Age of Ultron, Titanic Limited 3D Edition, Star Wars The Complete Saga, Escape from New York, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, steelbook case, X-Men and the Wolverine Collection, big box there with the, it's pretty heavy, so it's got to have a lot of discs in here. Yeah, there's a bunch, all the movies. And then lastly, we have the Jurassic Park 25th Anniversary Limited Edition big box set here. So, pretty cool movies overall. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see come in. A lot of Blu-ray, a lot of like horror and like superhero stuff is what really sells really, really well for us. So, there's a couple in here that I don't really care about, but overall, this is a pretty good bundle, and they were in separate stacks back here, so I don't know if these were all traded in by one person or not. The way that they were stacked seemed like it was not from one person. Some of them were mixed in with like some of the PS2 games and stuff, but overall, that is some really, really good stuff here. Hey, Abby.
What?
How's it going?
It's not good.
I really feel like I have a chip on my shoulder.
You have 2 chips. I've cried like twice today in the last like 2 hours.
That's not good.
No. It's not a good day.
She's not crying for like a particular reason. It's
It's
just stressful today.
overwhelmed, stressed.
There's just so much to do. We didn't really film throughout the day because we just had like one massive trade-in that Nathan was working on all day.
We started working on it at like 3 or 4 until close.
Yeah, we were here half an hour after closing, finishing it up. Is it all stickered? Okay, so I guess we'll take a look at that first. And I have a stack of games in the back to show you guys as well that were also traded in. So it's pretty much everything on the counter here, plus there was a bunch of, well, here's some of the controllers, but there was like a bunch of extra like cables, like random ones like HDMI, and yeah, that stuff wasn't like items we would put in the system. There's all these empty cases here, and then just stuff like this. There's this like HDMI cable, a laptop charger, and there's like mini USB, and there's like a headset for Xbox, and just like random stuff. And then we'll take a look at all of these. These are in no particular order.
I put them with what they belong with.
But they're not. Are they sorted by price?
Nope.
Okay. So we have a Famicom game. There it is. This one's really, really cool. This is the Zelda Famicom Complete. Not the disc one, but the cartridge. Super awesome. We have a Japanese PS1 game, and then the Guitar Man soundtrack, which is very, very expensive.
It has the spine card.
Yeah. Most of the Japanese soundtracks have them, which is pretty cool. Me and My Katamari for PSP. And then this Black Desert was not traded in. This was a sealed copy, and then I saw it on the shelf, and the seal was like half ripped off, so we just opened it and changed it to pre-owned. And then Infamous Second Son. For PS3, Demon Souls, Resistance 2, Ni no Kuni, The Sly Cooper Collection, Back to the Future the Game, Infamous 2, Little Big Planet, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Time Crisis, what is that? Raising Storm, Dark Kingdom, Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, Eco Shadow of the Colossus Collection, Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault, Yakuza 3, and Super Street Fighter 4. Then we have the Star Wars Rebel Strike preview disc for the GameCube, which is pretty cool. We have Final Fantasy Tactics for Game Boy Advance in like this custom thing with the manual. You put it with the manual?
David did.
Okay. Normally we'd separate them, but we'll leave it like that. And then for 3DS we have Shinobi, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Bit Trip Saga, Dead or Alive Dimensions, Donkey Kong Country 3D Returns, Resident Evil Revelations, Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, Thor, Pilot Wings Resort, and then the Adventure Time, Hey Ice King Collector's Edition here. It's got the paper and everything. Shenmue for Dreamcast, couple 360 controllers, NES Game Genie, 360 Street Fighter controller, a couple of these 8-bit Do Switch controllers. Ryan wants one of these. He told me. Luigi, Wii U or Switch classic controller. There's also a Mario one.
They are Japanese ones. They are different because they have the little switch on the front of them. They're made by Hori, though.
PS3 camera, 3DS cradle. We have the gold nunchuck, which is super cool. This is a Japanese Club Nintendo exclusive. Wish it had the box. I would totally keep it. We have a third-party NES Classic controller. Can also be used on like Switch and Wii U and stuff. And then we have a bunch of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mangas here. And they're all $7.99 a piece. That's about what they seem to be going for. We have Metroid Other M, Skyward Sword, and Mario Galaxy 2. Jade Empire Limited Edition and Sega GT 2002 Jet Set Radio Future Combo. For Xbox 360, Portal 2, Blue Dragon, Brutal Legend, Sneak King, which is actually original Xbox. Doesn't say 360. It's actually for both, though. Super Street Fighter 4. That's like the third copy of that for different consoles. Soul Calibur 4. Oblivion Collector's Edition. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year. Doom 3 BFG Edition. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Dragon Age Origins. Fallout 3 Game of the Year. Dead Rising 2. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Orange Box. Asura's Wrath. Ghostbusters the Video Game. Alan Wake. And Bayonetta. For Genesis, there's MTV's Beavis and Butthead and Ghostbusters, which is water damaged. One of those is missing a manual. For Vita, Army Corps of Hell, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. We love Katamari for PS2. For Wii U, we have Nintendo Land, Pikmin 3, New Super Mario Bros. U, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros., Wonderful 101, Zombie U. And then this one, I think that this is new. I didn't open it, but it seems like it hasn't been opened.
Really?
Because it didn't come sealed, and like there's no crease on the flap there, which usually there would be if it had been opened.
I'll open it.
You can use like the Scotty peeler to like...
Looks like it was open from the bottom because this is torn.
You can like get the edges up like that. If it's sealed, then we should put it in as new. Obviously, like... you know, the outer box will have been opened, but if the game inside is sealed, I would like to mark it as such. And then we have a bunch of movies. Not sealed? Okay. And then movies here. We have Rick and Morty, Season 1 and Season 2. We have Her, Lucy, IMAX Under the Sea, Showgirls, Snowpiercer, Gravity 3D, Mud, the Hannibal Lecter Collection, What is that? Something. Criterion Collection one. Wicker Man. Wall-E, Dawn of the Dead, Tangled, Wayne's World 1 and 2, Mothman Prophecies, Monty Python's The Life of Brian, Monsters University, Lego Movie, Space Jam, Boondock Saints Unrated Special Edition, Donnie Darko, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1, Gremlins Special Edition, Dazed and Confused. I thought Nathan said he wanted that, but I guess he didn't. House of Wax, Boondock Saints 2, Back to the Future, and 28 Days Later. So, that's pretty much everything from that trade. There might have been a couple other, like, little things that didn't get put in or something. I'm trying to think. These were part of it. This is, like, the Castlevania Order of Ecclesia pre-order bonus. I'm not going to open it all up, but... and then... Seaman here, which is missing the microphone, but we just got a microphone in, so we're going to try to complete that before we put it in. I think that's it for that stuff. There was also, like, this little bag of, like, cables here that had a couple Intellivision games in with it. He gave us this tub, which he said he didn't care about. He said he's going to bring the lid next time because he has more stuff to bring. But yeah, that's all the stuff. So let's take a look at the other last trade-in, and then Abby and I are going to get home. So this is the last little bit here. I believe this is 2 separate trade-ins. I have these sorted by price, but there's not that much, so I just mixed whatever consoles there were. So we have Lego Incredibles for PS4, Grand Theft Auto 5, I almost said Gran Turismo, LA Noire, and then for PS2 we have Valkyrie Profile 2, we have Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, we have the Third Birthday for PSP, and you can probably see it, but we have Dragon Guard 2 for PS2. What's really, really cool about this one is, well, obviously it's an expensive game, it's an RPG, but what's cool about this particular copy is that this was traded in disc only, and we actually had a case and manual on the back shelf to complete it. So that is super, super cool. Always love being able to do that. We actually had put this in the system at like $90 disc only, and then I was looking in the back for cases for a different game, and I saw this one and I was like, hey, didn't we just get that traded in today? So we were able to pull it and make it complete, which is super, super awesome. So in addition to those, I did get this stuff in the system today. You've seen it before. It's just like some DVDs and stuff. There's a few like Game Boy games, some good ones, Pokemon, and then also these Super Nintendo games here I also just put in the system. Nothing too crazy except for that Natsume Championship Wrestling. It's almost like $40 or something. But those came out of this box, which has not been entered yet. Those 2 boxes are also full of NES games, just like that one from Nathan. So there's still so much to go through.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.